Hey Copper Nerds, I did a video recently which somewhat featured my S-1 AMERI chain scent, and I got some comments that it was kind of hard to see it with not enough photos, so maybe I should just take this one outside, do a little spotlight, and we'll take a closer look at it. How's that sound? I'll get right back with you. All right, first things first, let's make with the photos. Yeah, so that's what we got. You know, a circulated, damaged, but definitely S-1 AMERI or AMERI, depending on how you say it, chain scent. 1793, certainly the most important year for scents. Certainly my favorite year. Ultimately, my goal is just to have a nice type set of the 3 types of 1793, the chain, which this is, and I really have no intent to upgrade. I do have a wreath scent that's in a straight graded pour 1 slab that's in my little lowball set. And then I don't have a 93 cap yet. They're just really expensive for what you get. So I have been focused on my 1794 varieties, but at some point I would like to get a nice wreath scent and a serviceable 93 cap, but I am in no particular hurry. And again, this S1 does everything I need it to do. I like to handle and interact with my coins. I think that that's pretty apparent if you watch the channel. I've talked about how the edges of my favorite coins are going to have, you know, pink or even in this case, getting to be raw copper on the edges because I handle my coins, and that's just the reality of things. We've looked at how copper coins will darken over time, and I have no concerns that I'm doing any permanent harm to a coin by handling it by the edges. Those edges will darken up eventually. But such a neat coin. Hard surfaces are so hard to find on a chain scent. I had an S3 before I got this S1, and it had black granular surfaces. And it was in an old annex slab, sort of the old soap bar looking ones. And I like my coins to be raw, but I didn't want to bust that one out of its vintage slab either. Although this one was in an old blue label annex slab, and I did bust that one out with a giant rock when I was at the ANA summer seminar in Colorado. I was taking an EAC course, asked the best way to get this one out of the slab, and Jim Carr was like, just something heavy and smash the edges, and this thing came right out. And I have been enjoying it ever since. Gosh, just one of my favorite coins, truly. I know that I spent a lot of time talking about those 1794 caps because that's what I'm trying to collect all 58 varieties of, but if I just had to pick one coin out of my collection that I thought was the most significant and fun to handle, it's this beater S1 AMERI chain scent. I love it to death. I'll never part with this one, and I have no intentions of upgrading it. It's just perfect for me and who I am and what I do, and it fits my collection and my collecting style. And it is a coin that I can thoroughly enjoy because I have no concerns about casually handling it, letting other people casually handling it raw. Oftentimes I only hand out coins in capsules for people to look at, but this one, you can just handle it if I've got it out. It's such a fun coin. So this was a closer look at the S1 in response to some comments that I didn't really show it off closely in my last video where I talked about appreciating the coin for what it is and I use this one as an example, but it really wasn't intended to show off this particular coin. However, I'm more than happy to show off this particular coin, and that was the purpose of this video. So we'll close it out with a couple of additional photos. Lots of photos in this one. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this S1. I am thrilled to have it. It's an honor to curate the very first variety of scent produced by the US Mint, and this one will always hold a very special place in my collection. Hit you up in the comments. Catch you on the next one. Peace.